Hello and welcome to Epic Blocks. Once again, you can see I'm in the world where I have my rather large, fully automatic gold farm. Be sure to check that out. And today we're going to do another farm that is a bit on the larger side, though I can't really say that this one is automatic, but it is an experience farm. So last time we did an experience farm that can be made fully automatic. This one is going to be as simple as it gets, but should get us experience significantly faster. And of course, it is a bit on the larger side. These are the materials that we're going to need. And so I'm just going to point out we have a cat egg here. Of course, we'll find a cat in world usually, but I probably could get a cat. There's a village over there, but I made it simple myself and just put in a cat egg there. Also, this farm is tileable. If we want to build a second level, we'll need these materials. We do need one more cat. And if we want a third level, we would use this much again, and same for a fourth and a fifth. Not much point doing more than that, maybe 6 or 7. I'm not sure where it loses efficiency, but 3 or 4 would be great, but even 1 should get us a pretty good amount of experience. And I have another couple of chests here. This is just so that I can separate the things out in order, and I've given myself a pickaxe. Of course, it does not need to be a diamond pickaxe, but we're going to use that in case we misplace any of this cobblestone. So go ahead and start off by putting some stuff into my inventory here. And if you haven't guessed from the cat that we're going to need, we are building a creeper farm. This, of course, will also be nice if you need gunpowder for TNT or anything else that you want to explode. But we want it, in this case, mostly just for the experience. So if you watched my string farm or spider farm, you may have noticed I did a similar procedure there, keeping my materials separated in an order like this. Makes it easier for me to know what I need to build next. And of course, with the cat, I give myself 5 raw fish. You could use cod or salmon to tame that cat. I'm actually going to go ahead and grab these 5 as well. By the way, these are the materials separated if we wanted to add an extra level. I don't think I'll get to that today, but I'll show you how to add that on, maybe a bonus video next week. Let me just go ahead and grab these, just in case it takes more than 5 to tame that cat. That could get rather awkward. Anyway, I'm not going to dig into these materials since I'm using these over here, but they are the same materials, just separated a little differently. And to start off, we're going to go ahead and build up with 2 stacks of scaffolding. So that's 128. All right, and if you don't have the materials for scaffolding, check out my bamboo farm and my string farm, of course. That should get you plenty of string and bamboo to build all this scaffolding. And of course, you can see we're going to need another 28. We'll get to that one in a moment. And I'm going to build this direction, and to make things easier, because when we get to the top, we want to be able to reach this side. So we're going to sit right on the edge. Looks like it's going to take me up just a little bit slower. But once I get to the top, it'll be a lot easier to place this cobblestone without risking falling off. Unlike a ladder, you can't just pop back into the scaffolding to slow your fall, and we don't have any water at the bottom or anything. So we're going to do this a little bit carefully. So at least that's how it works on what I'm playing here. I am on Java 1.21.1, if I remember correctly. I'll put a note if I have that wrong. All right, and here we are at the top, and I'll go ahead and look at the edge of this scaffolding, and cobblestone right there. And I'm going to go ahead and place one here, and with the other 16, I'm going to continue this so we have a 2 wide, 9 long platform. So, and I'm going to go ahead and grab my torch, and we're going to stick it right about here. And we're going to put the double chest here, so that there are 2 additional blocks past it, or rather 4, 2 by 2. And place hoppers in the back of the chest. Now we can jump up on top of the hopper and place the other 2. And we're going to place our half slabs here on top of those. All right, now before we do anything else, I'm going to go back over here. And if I remember correctly, placing scaffolding sometimes gets a little awkward, but if I point at this one down here, I think it's going to keep going up. Yeah, so I'm going to place these 28. There we go. And we're not going to go up there just yet. We'll come back to that later. And you know what? I grabbed all this stuff, and I forgot to grab some temporary blocks. But I think we're going to be okay. This next part of the build is going to use these. I think we'll need a temporary block. Let's do the front. Let's go ahead and start off the sides and the back. There we go. And if you haven't guessed, we're going to be killing these creepers with fall damage, or rather, hurting them with fall damage to the point where we can kill them with one punch, even if it's just cobblestone or our bare fist. So no weapons necessary. Although you can, of course, improve your drops you get from them if you're interested in that by holding a sword with looting in your offhand. So you can put that there, or press the F key while you have it in your main hand. Anyway, let's go ahead and work our way up. And I'm going to go ahead and build all 3 of these walls at once. And we're going to go up 23. So this is 1, 2, 3. And 23, if I counted right, which I have 46 left over, which would be the right amount here, which makes me think I might be short because the glass are going to be on the bottom. So let's go up 1 more. Kind of see, we're not going to go quite up to the top of that yet. Oh. Carefully crouch and walk my way back over here. And we're not actually going to go to this. This is the end right here we're going to be at, and I'm going to go ahead and work my way back down. Alright, now that we're back down here, I'm going to go ahead, grab my pickaxe and my temporary blocks. I think I'm going to hold off on the rest of those. I'll come back down one more time to grab those, and I'll see you again at the top. Alright, now that we're back on this level, let's go ahead and place a temporary block here, and we're going to jump up inside. And we'll place a glass block. Been standing on top of it when I did that, right? Just place another temporary block and jump up here. And we're going to work our way up, and now we may be a little short on the cobblestone in my hand because we ran that way. I should have been counting to confirm I'm at the right height, but should be close enough regardless. And we're going to go ahead, move that one to the side. We'll come back to it when we get back down to that lower level. These blocks should let me finish this and build the platform here. Oh. Alright, and I'm going to go ahead and place a temporary block right there. This is going to mark the center of our farm. So we got a 2x2 drop chute, but the spawning platform, it's an odd number, so it doesn't line up well with a 2x2. You could use a 3x3 drop chute, I suppose, but there's no real need for it. Okay. And the middle. You know what? I think I made a small mistake here. I think this one's actually going to be this level. Let's try something here real quick. Oh, nice. I picked it up. A bit higher so we can make this jump. Go, and put this one here. That's what we... Okay. Now I'm going to fill out our platform. So we're going to put 3 on this side of the center block, and 3 on this side. So we got a 7 long platform here. And we're going to add 4. And turn this way and add another 4. And to check, we can see 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we want that, and same here, so 1, 2, 3, and 4. We're going to turn this way, and this will be another 7, so we're going to add 6. So this makes 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. We want to confirm we come to the middle of this, and we should be... Nope, something's off. It's not lined up with the middle. Did I pick the wrong one? I think it is the back one. Was my bad. I should move that block over. It's going to be lined up behind that dirt block. So 3 on that side, 3 on that side, and we're going to turn again and add another 4. And turn again and add another 4. And now for a 7 long side, so we add 6. And the middle block here is... Oh, I'm messing something up now because I'm not lined up with that one anymore at all. Let me go back and see if I did this right. Oh, I think I see what I did. I went one too far here. Alright. Let's go ahead. Means I'm going to have to get rid of these blocks and those over there and a few over there as well. Bear with me, I'm going to fill this in instead, and I'm probably going to lose these. I've got enough space here. I'll go ahead and break them, and I'll drop back down to pick them up. Alright, coming back to the bottom. Let's grab these, they should all go into this slot. There we go, and while I'm here, let's go ahead and grab the rest of these. I'm going to shift my inventory so I can keep everything in order. There we go. And let's go back up to the lower platform real quick so we can fix something. Alright, now let's go ahead and break these temporary blocks. And not really necessary. When the creepers fall down here, we can quite easily reach them and punch them. But just to give ourselves a little extra protection, some trapdoors there. That gives a smaller space, they will never see us. And let's go back up and finish correcting and building our platform. By the way, I do want this block to be, or the center of our whole thing is going to be right here. The whole point of that, oops, that'll go into our hoppers, so no big deal. If we put the center here, that just shifts the outer edge one farther over, which would be awkward with our scaffolding. We would have to make the lower platform down there just a little bit longer. So if we make the back side of our drop chute the middle, then this fits well with the 9-long platform down there. Anyway, let's go back to where I was. I have a line of 7 with the middle one lining up with our center block. And we're going to go ahead and continue this way, adding 4. This one, of course, is the corner block, so we turn and add 4 this way. And add another 6. And while we're in the middle, we are lined up again with our center. There we go, and now we'll turn and add 4. And once again, we'll turn and add 4. And this one is 4. Why is that not lined up? What did I miss? Center. Oh, so that's right. Am I short here? Did I miscount? Yep, 1 short here. That's right, at least this time we don't have to break anything. This is just part of the same platform. There we go. And these blocks here. Alright, so this edge, and of course this edge, and this one. So this inner part, that was just me being off, but that's alright, because now we're just going to go ahead and fill all of this in. Okay, and why do I have 1 extra now? That's odd. Maybe I miscounted. I was thinking I'd be too short because of these. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and break these, make sure we don't fall down the chute. And let's go and grab next row of items here. And we're going to place 2 signs. It doesn't really matter which side you pick. And then crouch, and we're going to place another sign on top of this one. And another one on top of this one. And then 1 here, and 1 here on this side. Now we're going to fill in the rest of our rim here. Temporary block there. And fill in this way. Kind of lucky, I had the exact number of temporary blocks left over for that, but of course not a big deal to come back and collect a couple if you need them. We're done with them now. Alright, now we're going to pick one of our sides with 7, and we're going to add water along this edge. And by placing them 2 apart, we can pick up the water in the middle. We have an infinite water source now. And another one there. So all you need to do is place 4. And we'll come over here and do the same thing. Oh, should have grabbed another one. Oops, corner one, I want the one next to it. And fill both of these up quick. One there, and one there. And of course the signs keep the water from going down. Alright, now it's a little hard to see from here, but I can go up a little bit. And as you can see, the drop chute is a little off-center. We marked the actual center as the back one in line with our scaffolding. And you can see all the water is flowing to the drop chute. So even though the drop chute is slightly off-center, it's close enough. This is for our collection area, of course. Our creepers will fall into the water, and then they will fall into the drop chute. Just a little bit. Now the next thing we're going to do... Here are my water buckets. Don't need those there anymore. Put my timber blocks here. With these blocks, we're going to go ahead and build this up. 2 more blocks. Alright, and again, I have 2 extras, so I'll add that to the 1 extra from earlier. Apologize about my count being off. Let's grab the next things we're going to need here. Start with this section. In order to make our collection system work properly, we're going to take from a side that ends in 7. We're going to go over 2, and on the third one, we're going to place a line here. And then we're going to place trapdoors across the top on the back edge. And across the top on this edge we just created. Here, and now we can open all of these. And off to the next side. Again, we got 2 here. We're going to place our row on the third one. And now we're going to fill in this whole center section. Alright, got the count right on that part. And now we want to find our center block. Okay, so I'm in line with the center this way. And oh, I was right here. I'm going to place this one there. Okay, yep, in the center there, and of course for the other 2 sides as well. Now we're going to take our carpets, and we're going to go out 2, and then over, so skipping 2 on the third one, skip 2 and on the third one, skip 2 and on the third, skip 2 and on the third, skip 2 on the third, again, and that gives us a nice 3x3 pattern if we include our half slab here. And with the last 8, I'm going to put them 1 apart in the center on each side. Now I believe you could use carpet here or half slabs on each of those. I just really like having the half slab here and putting the cat there. Now for the fun part, let's see how long it takes me to tame the cat. Ooh, a black one. I'm glad we got it on the first try, and we have the lead. He ran away awfully quickly. Let's see if I can pull him. Let's try pulling him up with temporary legs. Come on. Just because he's sitting. Try to get in position kind of in the middle as much as possible. Perfect. Alright, now the whole reason for the cat is of course because creepers are afraid of cats. They tend to notice cats pretty quickly anytime they're within 6 blocks, occasionally when they're farther out. And as we build our walls around the outside here, so it only took the 1 rock cod, that's quite common, but I have the others just in case. But anyway, sometimes creepers will see cats from farther away, but not always. So we want our creepers spawning in this area where they will be within 6 blocks of the cat. And the carpets, of course, will keep spiders from spawning in the area because they need a 3x3 space, and the carpets and the half slab will prevent them from spawning. I have to get a little creative over here, you might say, with the carpet placement because they can spawn on trapdoors. So they think this is solid ground. So this would be 1, 2, 3 by 1, 2, 3. Without this carpet, they would be able to spawn right here. We are, of course, going to continue a wall along the outside, and that is our next step, which we're going to do with these. These as well. And for the wall, we're going to skip this kind of inside corner section. So that's another space where the creepers can spawn. And so we're going up 2. And we skip that one. We go to the corner. And once again, we skip this inside corner diagonally. Alright, now you can see our wall here is one higher than the scaffolding, which makes it easy to come up here if we need to do anything to the top, or like say we're ready to add our next level on, or if we need to go back down before we finish building this. So again, we skip that inside corner. And the inside corner there. Alright, that takes care of all of those blocks. Now we have an awful lot of trapdoors here. And we're going to go ahead and place them kind of as a roof, but we don't need to go over these spots. And we don't need to go over the carpets or over the half slab. So the 16 carpets and the 1 half slab, if you want, you can make 17 more trapdoors and just cover this all over in a solid ceiling, floor, however you want to think about it. But if you really want to save the material, you can skip over the spots that have carpeting. And the orientation, oops, let me place that one there. The orientation of these trapdoors does not matter, because they're all going to stay closed. Oh, that's annoying. I have to go down. If it's easier for you, you can place them from down here as well, of course. Just make sure you're crouched. I kind of like placing them from above, but there are advantages down here as well. I'd even say I'm a little faster this way, but I find it a little harder to track where all of the carpets are. So I'm going to go ahead and place a couple of temporary blocks. I guess I just need one to jump up here, and I'm going to lose that block. But that's okay. Getting close to the end here. And by the way, if you didn't know, the reason the trapdoors work, they will allow creepers to spawn underneath, but they will not allow zombies or skeletons, or endermen for that matter, because the zombies and skeletons, like player characters, or I guess even taller than player characters, because we can walk under this without crouching, they will not be able to go under it, they will not be able to spawn under it. But the creepers are short enough that they will spawn. I've got 2 extras, it looks like. Did I miscount again? I might have. Let's see here. It's a little harder to see from here. Let's 2 holes on the outer edge, 2 there, 2 there, and 2 there. And then we've got 3, and 3, 3, and 1 in the middle. That seems to be accurate, so once again, I think I just have a few extras. And this last section of blocks, which is 2, is to fill in a roof over all of this, and we don't need it to cover that, so I'm going to go ahead and start by crouching and placing it on a trapdoor. And of course, once you place one, you can just work out from there. So this will make it completely dark, so that of course the creepers can spawn. And again, because of the carpets and half slab, spiders can't spawn, and because of all the trapdoors, skeletons and zombies can't spawn, so it will just be our creepers. Hi, kitty. And the count right there. Now that it is fully enclosed and dark inside, we do of course want some light on the outside. Go ahead and pick one edge, and that's where we started. I want to put it there. And I'm going to do the same over on this side. One in the middle. One in the middle there. One in the middle there. And one in the very center. I think the 4 will be enough, but just to be safe, that will cover all of the edges, even these little corners. And we go back to our scaffolding. Work our way down to this next level. And we'll probably already have some creepers spawning. Let's see. No monsters yet. If we hang out down here, they should start spawning. And then, of course, they run from the cat, fall down here, and we can punch them and get the experience. That took a moment, but that's alright. Okay, looks like there's 4 up there now. And not a lot of glass to see. We want it dark up there, of course. Stand up by the chest. 1 punch. 1 punch. And again, if you have a sword with looting, or another weapon for that matter, you could hold it in your offhand, so it's not taking any durability damage. You're still killing everything with 1 hit with your fist, but you get the advantages of the extra loot. Meanwhile, everything's going in here. Go ahead and grab these temporary blocks. Pickaxe doesn't have any enchantments at all, so no real point in keeping it there. And we are high enough up. That's the reason we have the 2 stacks of scaffolding in the beginning, that nothing will spawn on the ground below us. If you want, you could add some railing or something here, some extra blocks, or maybe some fence post, in case you're worried about slipping off the edge. Similarly, it might be a good idea to add some blocks around the outside of the scaffolding, just so that you don't accidentally walk off that edge. Anyway, this farm should be moving along. This is slower than what I've typically seen. There's a couple up there. Every so often they do run into one of those inner corners, and they don't decide on a direction, and it takes them a moment to get scared of the cat again. But it's a fairly minimal issue. Generally speaking, it's better to have those 4 spots available for spawning, as opposed to blocking them off to clear out the path. As you can see, we're definitely not in danger of hitting our mob cap. Anyway, if you remember last time with the fishing experience farm, though it was fully AFK, I suppose technically you could try to make this AFK, but sooner or later you'd wind up breaking the block in the back. So unless you were standing at just the right distance where you couldn't reach it, but then the experience orbs don't come to you. But in theory, we could set it up so that you were always punching, but we'd have to, after they land, have to get them to flow towards you maybe somehow, or at least get the experience orbs flowing towards you. Seems like it ought to theoretically be possible, but it does seem somewhat complex to have them landing on hard ground, but still transferring those orbs in your direction. Because I do believe they flow with water, but water would defeat the purpose. So maybe if we had another cat on the backside of this wall with an opening, so that when the creepers land, they run this way, fall into some more flowing water, and you punch them that way to get them into a single spot maybe, instead of 2 wide. You'd have a wall above so they don't come too close, but the water flows underneath so the experience orbs come your way. I may play with that. It would be as AFK as the fish farm. Oh, he died. They don't usually die from this fall, but every so often. We still get his drops, but it's a shame to miss out on that experience. Anyway, as long as we stand pretty close to the center of this chest. So now it's the center. We can reach all the creepers as they fall, and all of their experience after we kill them. Anyway, this is the farm complete. Next time I'll go ahead and work on adding that 2nd level with the materials I've already shown. And I think I'm going to go ahead and play with what I just mentioned, with seeing if we can get these creepers flowing into a position where their experience can come to us directly. Anyway, once again, thank you for watching. This is Epic Blocks.